Pod Chef. Pod Chef. Pod Chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You listening to Pod Chef. It's a podcast about Top Chef, and that's a broadcast. It's on TV, and you can watch it. They hella deep, 20 seasons, that's a lot, kid. But you can skip those. We do recaps about the whole show. Not the food, though, but the other stuff. Yeah. You're now listening to Pod Chef, the only official podcast about the TV show Top Chef, with your hosts, Jamal, Brian, and Reeves. And I only said their first names because I don't know everyone's last name, and I'm trying to be polite. Now enjoy the show.
Hey everybody, welcome to Pod Chef, the official Top Chef podcast. I'm your host, Jamal. I'm here. With me as always, my co-host, Reeves. Say hello.
What's up, cousin?
Is your third cousin here?
Ooh, hold on. Let me knock on his door.
Come in.
Creaky.
I should really fix that door.
Oh my god.
Oh,
this
hey,
door-
what's up, man? What's up?
Hey, Briar, do you want to say hello to the people on the podcast?
Oh, yeah.
Do the
Let
pod
me-
with us?
Yeah, let me put on my shoes. And that's the left one, and then the right one,
No,
and then we
mittens.
have to tie them. The rabbit goes around, and then loop, swoop, and pull.
okay.
And here we go. What's up, everyone? Oh, foreign policy. That's last week's episode was called farm policy. Foreign policy. That's the joke.
Mhm. Yeah, very close. Farm and foreign.
Yeah, farn. If you were like really southern, you would say it like that. Farn.
Farm.
And I
A
know that a lot of
farm
southerners
policy.
don't like things that are farn. And I meant farm when I said just then. They don't like
Farn the
farn.
table. Farm
Farners.
the table.
Farners. Farmers. They don't like them.
Yeah.
I love foreigners. Foreigners. Love them. Can't get enough of them.
Mhm. You're pro foreigner, right?
Yes. Yes.
But anti-farmer. Farmer.
Anti-farmer,
Pro farmer.
pro-farmer.
Mm-hmm.
And those are my two things that I will die on this hill for.
On Capitol Hill.
And I'm prepared to die on Capitol Hill. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, to die on Capitol Hill.
Just a bill. Dying on Capitol Hill.
That's what they're all doing these days next to Joe Biden.
Let's not get too
Sleepy.
political.
Sleepy Ed
Let's-
Joe Biden.
Yeah, let's not get too political. Look, this is a big day. We have a great guest with us today. Someone who not only is a actual Top Chef fan, but has listened to so many episodes of this podcast.
Oh my god.
You've probably seen her perform at Washington Improv Theater. You've also probably seen her perform at DC-based sketch comedy team called Bad Medicine. Please welcome to the show, Bethany Stokes.
Hi. It's an honor to be here.
Wait, can you pause because we're gonna put applause here? So let's
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
let me do that again, and then just give it a moment for the applause. break.
Here's when you're like, how long should I pause? Just
Mhm.
think about what would you expect for you?
Mhm.
And then go with that. However
You're
long
walking
you think.
in to like your show.
Uh-huh.
Your fans are coming to it, of course, because that's who's probably going to listen to this episode. Think about how
Yes.
long you normally wait when you walk out on the stage.
Yeah.
The applause.
Okay.
And please don't do 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. We only count northern states here. So only states that weren't a part of the problem. And you know what problem I'm talking about.
Yeah. So
So if you
any
could do-
4-syllable state will work.
Yeah. So if
From
you could
that's,
do,
that's north.
yeah.
Okay.
That would help us.
North Dakota. South
That's
Dakota.
actually what I thought in my head.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you could do that, that'd be great. And then so I'll do the intro again. We have a great guest.
So you want me to say that out loud?
Oops.
You want me to say that out loud?
Just
I think it'd be helpful, yeah, if you said it out loud so we could hear how your
Okay.
mind works.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do the
Okay.
intro for a third time now. We have a great guest. This is a We have a great guest. This is a big day for Pod Chef. Not only is our guest a very funny person, but they've listened to so many episodes of Pod Chef. You've probably seen her perform at Washington Improv Theater. You've also seen her perform at DC-based live sketch comedy troupe Bad Medicine. Please welcome to the show, Bethany Stokes.
1 North Dakota, 2 North Dakota, 3 North Dakota.
Okay, that's
Welcome
good.
to the show.
That's
Yeah.
good.
That's
3
solid.
North Dakotas.
That's fair.
That's about as many as long as they'd clap for me too.
And I
That's
think
enough to stand up, politely applaud, and then
Yeah.
very quickly sit back down
Yes.
and
Yeah.
stop, hands underneath your seat. Yeah,
You're sitting on your hands.
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't want to be cocky about it, so just a little bit.
Mhm.
We appreciate the humility.
So, are you from North Dakota?
I am not. I'm from Maryland. I
Maryland.
grew up right
Are you-
outside of DC,
Where
Yeah.
in Maryland?
Mhm.
like the
Annapolis.
Bethesda, Rockville area. No,
Okay.
yeah, like close to like where like NIH is. It's really close to like Chevy Chase, right around there.
You're a stone's throw from the nation's capital. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
What was that like
Now
growing
I
up
live
so
here.
close to the seat of power?
I didn't really think about it. A lot of field trips to like the museums downtown. So like now they're like really boring to me. But
Mhm.
I don't know. It wasn't too exciting. I mean 9/11 was kind of crazy. Like that's about
It
it.
was
Okay.
crazy, right?
Can we talk about that now?
Can
finally?
we finally? So I'm watching Hijack right now. Hijack with Idris, and I'm thinking the whole time, I'm like, you guys remember how freaking crazy 9/11 was?
Such a wild time.
It was crazy.
I just remember
out
because like my
there.
dad like worked downtown, so it was like a huge freak out. I mean, I was like 6 years old or something, but
Mhm.
Yeah, me
it
too.
felt
We were-
Yeah.
Youth.
We were all
Mhm.
six.
Like minus like 6 or 7 years, but
yeah,
yeah.
love being
Yeah.
young.
Mhm.
My favorite thing
but
about
no,
my-
it just felt crazy. It felt crazy that like, my dad was down there and we like didn't know where he was. And I mean, he didn't work at the Pentagon, but when you're a kid, you don't think about that stuff.
Yeah, you just think
So- Yeah,
me
everyone
neither.
works wherever it's on TV.
hmm Yep.
I know when the Challenger exploded, I was like, oh no, my dad works there.
Yeah, I was like 6 years old. I was dumb. I did not understand
Brian,
anything. But no, I never
Didn't
really
your
thought
dad
about
work
living
there, though?
On the Challenger?
where.
Yeah.
I
Didn't
think
he
what I
work
think
the control panel.
I think what you're thinking is that he oh shit, I got nothing. I was gonna say
Well, you
I
were
didn't like-
watching it on TV, right?
Yeah.
You were in class, you were watching it. Tragedy struck, and you turned to your teacher. You said, "My dad works there.
uh-huh.
What do I do now? Should I go home?"
He kept telling me he pulls pranks at work.
Yeah. My teacher, I was gonna say she, but say he. He said, yeah, you can go home. So I went home, and my dad was there, and I was like, oh, thank God. And he said, why? I said, I thought you were on working today. And he said, I lost my job. Why would you say that?
Ugh.
And then he got really upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's pretty frustrating when you lose your job as top astronaut.
Yeah.
That's really hard. There's not a
Yeah.
huge market for that. It's like, well, where else do I go?
He saw it explode. He was like, that should have been me.
Oh my
That could have
God.
been me up there.
Wow. That's
I like
That's
that.
insightful.
so tough.
Not
for
to
you
make
and your
light of your
dad.
father working in DC. That's not what I meant to, but I think that's what I did.
No, I didn't take it that way.
Mm.
Okay. Well, any listeners who thinks that I'm being mean, just know that I'm actually very nice.
Yeah.
No, you're nice and fun and cool.
We'll see.
So, do you claim the Volts as your own? Like when you saw them on Top Chef, were you like, they're hometown heroes? I'm pulling for Brian and Mike Volt.
They were really fun to watch, so I feel like I was pulling for them not because of that. It was just that I thought they were really good. I did go to Brian's restaurant, the like one in Frederick for like my
Bachelor
mom's birthday.
Mm.
No, we went to like the one that has like a chef's table. It was like so expensive, but it was for my mom's like 60th birthday, so we were like,
Oh.
yay. It was pretty good.
Thatcher and Rye is the reimagination of that restaurant.
Oh, so that one doesn't exist anymore.
No, he renamed it Thatcher and Rye after the pandemic and condensed the menu.
Yeah, he had to put down
Nice.
the other one. It's very
Yeah,
sad.
he had to take it out back.
Mhm.
The hardest
Shoot
part
it.
is knowing when to do it.
Oh, you
Sometimes
got a
Yeah.
broken ankle. As
You
a
let it go
restaurant.
too long, and
Yeah.
you're being selfish.
Well, it was
Yeah.
sick too. It was very
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, and I
Mhm.
will cross
That's
talk about
too
this, so we
bad.
should probably move on. Love that restaurant.
What's your favorite restaurant in the DC area?
Ooh, is that a question for
Me?
Yes, I'm talking to the guest.
No,
of the
that's a question for
podcast.
me. No, yeah,
You guys
I'd
should
love
all
to hear
answer.
that.
I don't know. I actually don't eat out very much. So
Are you a home chef?
Cooking. You're cooking.
I cook a lot for myself. My favorite restaurant? I don't know. That's
Sorry to
really
put you on the
hard.
spot.
No, it's
Where's one that
okay.
you
I
go?
just like why don't you guys say yours first?
I feel like a more realistic question and answer is like, where do you go? Like, what's the? Because like, I don't go to my favorite restaurant a lot, but I order takeout from
Yeah.
a place that I like. That's like the more
Mm.
consistent spot. You know what I mean?
Mine's Underground Pizza Company.
That's your favorite or
Um,
your most consistent spot?
My most consistent restaurant I'll order from is Underground Pizza Company.
I think for us, it's Unconventional Diner. We order from a lot. Very good and surprisingly not too crazy expensive or anything like that for how good it is.
We used to go to District Taco a lot when I lived in DC.
Very nice.
And then you'd scoot over to District Dogs to pick up your dogs.
Then I'd go to District
Yeah.
Pie and hang
Mhm.
out with.
And then your wife would be like, I gotta stop by District
Who
Yoga.
did that?
Was District Pie the one you guys took me to after my bachelor party and I went in and I was like very unruly in there?
You were?
No.
I was
That
just
was not.
confused.
That was not. That was not.
That wasn't? Okay. It was a pie place though,
No.
right?
Can we talk about how unruly Reeves got on his bachelor party?
I'd
never
love to
seen
hear
him
about it.
Break so many rules in my life.
I was.
He's a bit of a bridezilla. Let's just
I
say
went
it.
nuts. I
Mhm.
wanted things only my way.
Mhm.
When we went to the bar that had a
But
arcade / putt above it,
mm-hmm.
I wanted,
Both at
everything
the
to be
same time.
clear,
Mhm.
everyone to focus on me, give me the
Mhm.
ball to the basketball thing, and even if I miss the hoop completely and throw the ball, breaks through a window, everyone gets angry. People say, "Oh, good shot, you made it."
Yeah,
Stuff
you
like
did a
that.
Shaquille O'Neal, actually.
Mhm. It was actually Shaq that I was doing, and I mean, it was my day, and I wanted everyone to kind of like play by my rules.
Yeah.
Mhm. And it
Mhm.
worked. It
And
was.
it worked.
It was scary. I remember turning to some of your friends and be like, "Is he like this often?" And they're like, "Yeah, man. This is what we've feared. Him letting loose."
Jamal, I have a question about your episode rundown here.
Okay.
It just says discussion.
Yep.
Are we doing that now? Is that this?
Yeah, this is the discussion portion.
Okay,
of
good to
the
know.
podcast.
Okay.
Because
We're
well,
doing it right now.
when I look at it, intro
Uh-huh.
check, guest check,
Check.
discussion, right? We
Check.
haven't gotten to segment.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the segment yet. We've
Mhm.
not to that yet. But this is just a little catch up. We've heard about 9/11.
It was so wild,
We
though,
hit
right?
this. That's the one segment we do every week.
Bethany
Okay.
has not told us about
I knew
her
that.
favorite restaurant yet.
Oh yeah, where do you order from a
Oh.
lot?
I feel like the places I order from the most are like Indian places. I love
Ooh.
Indian food.
You like Bombay?
That one's okay. My favorite one is sorry, I can't remember. I think it's Himalayan Heritage. It's like at the bottom of Adams Morgan.
That's my favorite.
That place is so good.
It's good.
It's so good.
Oh
The
my
naan is
God.
out of control.
I
Yeah,
went up
it's so
there
good.
once for butter chicken with an ex-girlfriend, and it burned my face off. And I said, "This is the greatest butter chicken I've had in the city."
Spicy
It's
butter
so
chicken.
good.
And then Nepalese
Oh yeah,
dumplings. Oh,
yeah. The momo, they're so good.
Momo.
Yeah.
Momo-licious.
Yeah. There used to be a good place up from there called like Smoke and Barrel, and they used to have like vegan wings that you could get. They were really good because
Makes me
I'm
feel
vegetarian.
validated. I've
Yeah.
always been like, that place is so good. I've never heard anyone else. I don't know if I've never met someone else
It's
who's
so
been
good.
there. It's so good.
They have a couple in the area. It's not like the only one, so it's so good.
What?
Yeah,
I've only been to that
life
one.
changing.
I need to go back. They
So
haven't seen my face in a while.
yeah, they're probably like, "Where's that guy who cried eating butter chicken?"
Okay.
Isn't that
Well,
like
that's-
one of the like mildest?
Yes, it's mostly
Mildest
cream, I
ones.
think.
Very creamy.
It wasn't mild when I got it. Trust me. They said, "Do you want it hot?" And I said, "Yes."
Oh,
And that was a mistake.
gotcha. Oopsies.
There's like an
Yeah.
Ethiopian place in Adams Morgan that's really, really good.
Oh yeah, I know. Wait, I'm about to say I know the one you're talking about, but I do not know the name. But I've been to it, and it is great.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the
Ooh,
name. I
chefs
can't think of
prepared
it.
For you.
Oh well.
Yeah,
Just
if
know
you
that it's
find the
good.
name- if you find the name, record it at the end of this episode, and I'll go back and listen.
Not
and
worth
I'll
it.
Hear it.
Can I pitch a new segment?
Yes.
Better
Okay.
than discussion. Okay.
Oh yeah. Well,
Well, this
We'll
is actually just part of discussion. I think it's like a subcategory of discussion, and it's called "What Else Is On," and because I keep
Wow.
pitching you guys other reality
Yeah.
food shows, and you guys go, "Oh, watch it," and then you don't, and that's fine.
And then
That's fine.
I did.
There,
I did though.
which one?
The one that you just sent this week.
Pressure cooker. Okay, so
Yes.
Pressure
what
cooker.
else is on? Pressure cooker's on. It's
Well,
on.
hold on. Do
Yes.
an actual segment intro. Get us into what else is on. Really,
Okay.
Really set it up.
Okay, this is how we'll do it. At some point in the episode, whenever, in the discussion portion of the episode, I want one of you, Bethany, you're included, to go, "Hey Brian, what else is on?" And then
Okay.
we'll just go.
Bethany,
okay.
you can do it.
So if we're just like talking
Okay.
about like
Yeah, Beth,
the
please do it.
Ethiopian
So
place,
I'll just talk about
I
the
don't really get
Ethiopian
this
place for a
segment.
little bit, and then Bethany, you just whenever you get the feeling, just say what else is on.
Yeah.
So I
Okay,
haven't
because
feel
I've
like
watched
you-
I've watched that one. It's really good.
Oh, thank
Perfect.
God, good. 'cause
You're the
I,
perfect guest.
I
All right.
lied to Brian. I didn't watch the show, nor do I understand this segment. So
Have you
it's all-
watched Next Level Chef? Because that one's really good too.
We have
I-
seen
Next
that.
Level
with the
Chef.
levels, the one with the levels.
Yeah,
We've seen that.
That's right.
Yeah, that one was okay.
that's a good one.
All right. So this Ethiopian place.
You just
I've
get-
never been. It sounds good. I should really check.
It might have been Zenebek, but now I see that it's closed.
Yeah, maybe.
I
was
think it
closed. Maybe
recently
was
closed, didn't it?
Oh
What?
no!
I don't know.
I hate a recently closed.
They have to put it
place.
down. Was it sick?
Yeah, it had a bad ankle.
Oh God, Brian, we
I
don't.
feel
have
like
to
a
talk
lot
about
of
it during
Adams
the
Morgan
podcast.
is
Yeah.
closed.
Yeah, a lot of it got very sick.
Kind of sends you home, makes you want to watch TV.
Yeah. Makes me want to watch TV.
Hey Brian, what
Yes.
else is on?
Wow, thank you so much for asking, Bethany. What else is on right now? Pressure Cooker's on right now, y'all. It is on Netflix. If you've heard of this platform, it's called Netflix. It's doing numbers.
It's doing really well, and it's a really
Yeah.
good thing right now.
Yeah, and
We
it pays
support
all of
it.
it pays its writers really well.
Mhm.
Well, this show doesn't have writers, and it's called Pressure Cooker. And it is a reality cooking show, which is what we watch here on this show. And they do it right. Now, here's the thing: is oftentimes I have criticized Netflix for their reality shows. Oftentimes they don't do them right. There's always like some kind of thing off about what they're doing. This show works. This show is it's like 11 people in a house. They're in a house together. They're cooking. That's the cooking part. And for the most part, they are judging themselves. And there was another show on Food Network, and it was about like they were in Italy and they had like capos and they were voting each other off, but it was dumb and they weren't colluding, and it was like very much like You Should Go Home. This show is fucking full of collusion. I am on episode 5. They've split the house. Everyone hates each other. It's all because of this one woman who's like playing the game so hard. It's got the way that they get their prompts is from a ticket system, like in a takeout restaurant. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. So if you guys are like, I'm done watching Top Chef, I've seen them all, what else can I watch? Pressure Cooker on Netflix. It's got Brian's seal of approval. Wait, Brian's gonna give it 1 Michelin star. No, wait, Michelin star.
Wow.
That's actually food.
Yeah, you got to make it a pressure cooker. Why don't you give it like something PSI or something?
Well, this will be for everything. Everything won't always be Pressure Cooker. It'll be another show. This is with
Yeah.
Brian's segment, so it's
Why don't
like
you give it 2 remotes or something? Or
Well,
2
let's
TVs
think
or
about the
something?
star system though, because
Yeah.
1 star is not. I mean, that's fucking shit. I can
unless
watch
it's in
that
like the New
whenever.
York Times, which like 1 star is like great. I think
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that
You
works.
can't even
I'm
make
confused.
a movie or a show if you only have 1 star. You need like co-stars.
Yeah, you
So,
can't just have Gal Gadot,
Yeah.
who's on
As
Hot
we
Ones
learned.
recently.
As we
Plus
learned.
bidding.
Zack
Yeah.
Snyder.
Yeah, Zack Snyder. What sounds like Michelin?
Michigan.
Michigan does. That's
Okay.
right.
All right. So we're gonna say it's out of the most you can get is 4 Michigan stars, and I'm gonna give this out of 4 Michigan stars. I'm gonna give it 3 Michigan stars.
Okay.
It's
Not
a
good
lot
enough
of
for the
fun.
Tokyo Dome, but still good enough. I'm watching it.
Yeah, go out of your way to watch this show, folks. It's not Omega Osprey Tokyo Dome 70,000 fans. It's not MJF Adam Cole in front of Wembley, so 109,000 fans, whatever. But it's good.
I
Meltzer
like this Michigan
likes
star system because if it gets 4 stars or more, you can say it's in the Lake Superior Club.
Yeah, let's hope that I remember what
Ooh.
this is. I will forget for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Bethany,
that's
what's
been.
your take on this?
Oh yeah, you've seen it. What do you think? Don't spoil it though.
Oh, okay. I watched it a while ago, but I loved it. I was completely obsessed because they're all just talking trash and they're all being so slimy, except for like a couple of them. A couple of them are pretty good. But yeah, it gets so backstabby. It's really fun to watch because you don't see that on a lot of other shows. They're so buttoned up. And here they're great at
Yeah,
cooking, but they're also like kind of jerks,
Yeah,
which is fun.
yeah. It's good
It's
to
what
see
Top
that still
Chef is
alive.
missing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a
So-
good
All right,
one.
Brian, go ahead and close your segment.
All right, guys, and that's what else is on.
Okay, let's move on to a new segment, another segment. This time, let's do Chefs I Prepared for You. This is a segment we do every week. We talk about what we had for dinner last week and last night, only last night, and we present it as if we're presenting it to the judges on Top Chef. There will be a vote at the end and a winner. I will go first. Chefs I Prepared for You: curry rice, turkey breast, mixed veggies, and then I procured for you
Okay.
churros and popcorn.
Churros and popcorn?
Churros, 2 orders with vanilla ice cream. Sorry, vanilla icing and popcorn. You guys, we don't need to get into why I had 2 orders of churros. You already know.
Yeah.
Everyone who's at the wedding knows.
Yeah.
Did
when I
you
got married.
order the popcorn or you popped your popcorn?
Well, I was at the movies. So this was something that was at the movies.
Okay,
So
they
this
have
was-
churros there.
They had churros at these movies. And
Were they good?
I ordered 2, so obviously. I went back up there dressed in the same tuxedo I wore to Reeve's wedding. and I
But
was
with a
like, "Where
mustache
the-"
the second time, though, right?
With a mustache
Yeah.
the second time. And I said, where's the plate full of the churros? And they looked at me weird. I was like, "Ugh, don't tell
They're
me
like-
I have to order churros.
They're like, sir, you had the mustache on the first time too.
And
So then
I
you took
ripped
it
it off. Yeah, I ripped it off. And I said,
Let me-
well, then fine. Where are the churros? And they said, you have to order more. You don't just bring them out. I was like, well, this isn't a wedding in Tulum. And so
Yeah, and you thought that it was, right? For a second?
I did. Because
Mhm.
the theater was Mexican themed. So
Okay. What does that
But-
mean?
Mhm.
there's a lot of Antonio Banderas posters up.
Oh, I hope he's not Mexican. I hope he's from any other country.
God,
I don't
hope
think he
so.
is.
There's a lot of Corona bottles up everywhere.
Okay. Okay. Now,
I'll give
so
you that one. I'll give you that
What
one.
were
Okay.
What were you watching while eating
Um,
churros and popcorn?
I was watching Cheech and Chong's Great Adventure.
Great
For real?
adventure.
No. I went and watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles again.
Okay.
Wow, a second time. Not even seen it the one time, but I keep meaning to. And also, Antonio Banderas is from Spain.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to answer those emails now. Great.
I think Mr. Banners is going to email you.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that
been
be a
getting some
dream?
emails. That would be a dream.
Then
He
you
would
could tell
say-
him how much you loved him in Spy Kids.
Yep, that's the first conversation I'd want to have, anyways.
Yeah.
Hey, man, loved you in Spy Kids. I'd let you spy
Chefs.
on my kids any day.
I procured for you
Oh, we're done with me. All right.
Ethiopian food.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
How do you eat
So-
Ethiopian food?
With my mitts,
Well,
baby.
do you order like a big
These
thing to split?
mitts go right in. What was that?
Do like you and your lovely wife order like a big thing to split? You sit around the big table of it,
Yes.
big round
and
plate.
My son eats some too. He likes it. The dog likes it as long as there's no corn. So we got like the beef special tips, the shiro side, the veggie combo. We got extra injera.
Gotta get extra injera.
Gotta do it. So yeah, no, we do it. Just put the thing on the freaking table. Just get it from the door, rip it open, pour it on table, spread it out so it's nice and clean, and then we just all of us just like animals just
Yeah.
go in and just tear it up,
Yeah.
God, that's
shove
so
it in our
jealous.
mouths.
That's one of
It
those
is good.
foods that I feel like my wife and I eat embarrassingly fast. Like when we go out to eat,
I know.
it's like placed in front of us, and no one walks away, and then she like passes by. And we're like, "Hey, can we have more injera? We're almost done here." And like, and we're like in the clean plate club with Ethiopian food. We're like destroying that thing.
It's very easy to eat.
it's so good.
It's like all like soft food and tasty, and you just have such a variety of everything. Yeah, it's
Such
great.
Such a dream.
It
I
was
gotta get
quite a
in that
treat.
Club.
You what?
I gotta get in that Ethiopian club. I haven't had it.
Oh man,
We gotta go.
do it, dude. I would say go to Zenebek, but it's closed now.
It's closed forever.
I'll find
It
somewhere
got
else.
sick.
I got so sick they had to put it down. There's a place off 14th. That's where this was.
Chefs. Last night I also procured for you, and I have a reason.
Mm-hmm.
We're painting the kitchen. Couldn't really go in there. Big old burrito, chicken chili burrito from Tinga in Upper Montclair. I also got some queso fries. The queso was gross, but the burrito was solid, and it came
Found an
with
excuse
crinkle
to go to
fries.
Montclair again.
What's that?
Found an excuse to go to Montclair, see the houses.
Well, it's like down the street from me. I'm gonna go find out because, just so you guys know, Aaron Rodgers just moved in next door. He's in
Mhm.
Montclair now, so he's right next door to
Mhm.
me.
Wow.
Prop-
Any
property
footballs
values
come in
going
your
up.
front yard?
Well,
Fall
so
in there, and he
let-
goes, "Wait, hold up. I'm sorry. Let me grab that."
one of them did, and I said, "This is my," and I said, "This happens again. These are mine."
Mm-hmm.
And
All these
and,
footballs you threw over there, these
Yeah.
are going to be mine.
and it happened again. And then I saw him trying to sneak over to get it, but my big, huge dog, massive dog, huge dog, bigger than the fence, chased him down, and he ran over and he didn't get it. Then I saw him in his treehouse. Him and his friends are up there, and they were cooking s'mores, I think. And I think they're hatching a plan to get their football back.
Yeah.
So the next day, I'm watching them. They do all this like thing. They're trying to get the football back. My big, huge dog tries to chase him down. Turns out, dog's not that big. He's smaller. He's nice. And I'm just misunderstood.
Wow.
Bethany, do you want to go?
No, I was just listening to basically like the plot of Sandlot over
Huh?
there.
What?
Like,
Is that what that was?
What is that?
kind of.
The
Okay,
Who
You
well-
never
plot?
seen the Sandlot?
Okay. Well, no.
When he like
And-
loses the baseball over the fence? Okay.
Huh?
Well,
That
tell
sounds
me,
awful like my
at
story.
what part in the Sandlot does the main character go up to their neighbor and say, "Hey, did you really
Right
get
in the beginning.
COVID vaccinated?" Because you don't
minute.
need to be, actually.
No, I think they're doing that in the remastered version. But
Okay.
I procured for you.
Love to hear it.
I procured for you. It was gnocchi with like peas and broccoli and Impossible Burger.
Wait, you prepared or procured?
I prepared it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I didn't make it. I made it. Sorry. I did not buy it.
Mhm.
It's everything that was left over that I needed to cook now.
So,
So that, and then some Parmesan cheese on top. And that was it.
so it was gnocchi. What was the other thing?
Peas and broccoli.
Peas, broccoli.
And yeah, some Impossible Burger of the one that looks like that's like broken up.
Crumbles.
Ah, the crumbles.
Yeah, crumbles. Yeah.
Okay. Now, was this a stir fry kind of deal?
Yeah, kind of. It was you got to use up some of these veggies and stuff. / I had nothing else in my house.
Okay.
That happens.
All right. Let's vote.
Was there a sauce on this?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
you saucing it up,
Oh.
or was it just the cheese?
that a sous chef?
A sous chef.
You have a sous chef?
Sorry. Oh, yes, I do have a sous chef.
Clearly
Luigi?
does not.
That name checks out for a
Yeah,
sous chef.
doesn't care for what you cooked last night. Apparently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, he ate some of it. No, I didn't have any like sauces on hand, and I didn't feel like making one myself, so I just did like extra cheese on top.
Okay.
Okay.
That works.
That can kind of be a sauce if you think about it. Well, we don't want to talk about Brian's dish. That was a bad sauce.
The queso sauce was bad.
Yeah, bad
it was
queso.
orange. It was orange.
All right, let's vote. Just
What
like
color was
in
it
regular
supposed to be?
White.
queso.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All right. Let's vote. Just like in normal voting, if you're running for president, you can't vote for yourself. So there'll be one vote for each person. I will go first. I vote for Bethany.
Okay. I'm gonna have to run some numbers here. Just thinking through what everyone had.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna vote for Bethany.
Okay. I'm voting for Jamal. I love the double. I love going for extra, getting some churros and popcorn. Love that. Top of a meal. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I
gonna
forgot to
vote
say
for.
that they
Oh.
free refilled my popcorn too.
Oh,
For
you
free?
finished it?
For free.
You got a large
Wow.
popcorn and you
I
cleared
got a
it.
large popcorn. I was halfway through. I went back and I said, "Can I get some more churros?" And he was like, "Yeah, do you want me to top off your popcorn?" I said, "Is it free?" He said,
You brought
"Yeah,
it with
dog."
you. You didn't leave it
He
in your
said
seat.
for you, it's
He
free.
said, "Yeah, dog."
He said for
And
you.
I was like, "Okay."
It's on the
player."
house.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
I
sorry,
feel like you need it, buddy.
Bethany. You're voting for.
Reeves.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I
process
didn't get a
works.
single vote,
The
but yeah,
process works.
process works.
So, you're now president. Congratulations.
Yay! Of what?
America.
Of America, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Were you
A lot of
born in this country?
responsibility. Yeah. You don't seem happy.
You
about
could
this.
do a better job than sleepy over there. All you gotta do is stay awake.
I don't know. I'm a pretty sleepy girl.
Oh, well, it's been proven that you can fall asleep and be okay. You even fall down a couple times and be all right.
Okay, I'll do it.
All right, good. Because I was gonna have to call someone at the USSR if you weren't gonna do it.
The USSR.
That doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, when did that last exist?
Oh yeah, that didn't exist
Like
probably since the
19
Cold War.
Wow.
We'll be right back after this.
Pod Chef.
All right, we're back. This is Pod Chef Season 7, Episode 6 of Top Chef. Episode called Cold War. And this is where Brian would, if we had the ability to play some Cold War music, but we're not allowed.
What is
because
some
it said-
Cold War music? Can I play the theme song to the Americans?
Yeah, there would be some
Ring.
Cold War music. But we're not allowed to play it because if we do, then we get on a watch list, and we don't want that. We're here with our guest, Bethany Stokes. Bethany, do you remember this
Hi.
season?
Yes, I do. Sorry.
Hello.
Yes, I do remember it. I remember it. It was great.
Did you like this season?
Compared to other ones, it's not my favorite, but I still liked watching it.
Okay,
That's
is
pretty
it
much what
because it's-
everyone said, except for the
Yeah.
last part. If I still liked watching it, it's not my favorite season. And they move on.
But they had to get through it. What were some? Do you remember some highs and some lows from this season for you?
I liked that they were still kind of like. I liked that they were still kind of bickering, and it wasn't as professional as it is now.
Mhm.
They were still kind of like getting on each other's nerves and letting that happen. But I felt like the ending of the season, which I won't say what happens, was not satisfying.
No, it's a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
Broader question: who are your favorites? Who are your Top Chef guys?
Who are
we
your guys?
We all got Top Chef guys. Who are your Top Chef guys?
Yeah, the type of people that it's like, hey, I'm putting together a kitchen. Who are going to be your guys? Who are you bringing with you to put this kitchen together? Put
From
this
all
restaurant together?
seasons?
Every season. Just who are
Every
your
season.
guys?
Mhm.
In history. Who's
Okay.
your guys?
Okay, obviously, I'm doing Brooke Williamson,
Mhm.
Mm.
Christian Kish,
Mm.
Melissa, whose last name I cannot remember right now.
Mm.
Karen Akunowitz.
Mm-hmm.
And who's the guy who always made pasta and now he's in Chicago? He's like Big Joe. I don't remember, but I liked him.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
guys remember
I
him?
know you're talking about.
Oh, from was it like the Colorado
season?
season?
Yeah.
And like all he
Yeah.
does is make pasta. And I guess, yeah. He was like one of the bears. I know you're talking about.
Sasto?
Oh, not that one. Not the guy who always made pasta. That one was different. Not the guy
Okay.
who was like adopting a child.
Flam.
Yes, that guy.
Flam.
Flam. Yeah,
Joe
I
Flam. The
liked
guy that
him. He
won.
was fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's one guy who just got like an award for his restaurant in Portland, and I think his name was Gregory. I liked him a lot too. Oh, and May Lynn, of course, Unstoppable.
Yes.
She's so good.
Some
I would
heavy
love to
hitters
eat her
there.
food.
Some heavy hitters there.
This
Yeah.
kitchen's gonna be huge.
Here's my
Yeah.
problem with that kitchen though.
Yeah.
Too many chiefs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
You
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
have a couple people that
Tribesmen.
are ready to take orders. And it's just gonna
Yeah.
be you got a bunch of
That's true.
quarterbacks in there. It's like who's gonna block? You
Yeah.
know?
That's true. I wasn't thinking about a fully rounded team.
Yeah.
Just the best of the best.
I was just thinking of all my favorites. Yeah.
It's
Mm.
the dream
I don't
team.
know.
If they could make the dream team work with Michael, Magic, Bird, Ewing, if they could make it work with them, I'm pretty sure this.
If
can work.
you cook enough good dishes, you don't have to worry about stopping bad dishes from the other team. Because
True.
if you put up enough good dishes, it's not going to matter how many good dishes they put up. You don't have
And that's
to
more
play defense.
entertaining. That's what people pay to see anyway. They want to
Yeah.
see people put up more good dishes. Do people really want to see you stop other restaurants
No.
from doing their
No.
dishes?
They
Which, of
used-
course, we all know other restaurants do.
Yeah.
They go into another competing restaurant, knock the dish off the table. Some are better at it than others, but that's not exciting. That's not why we go to eat, right?
Yeah, they collect their checks and they get, they do a good job, but they're not like the stars. I want to see freaking Voltaggio throw 100-yard chicken cacciatore through the fucking uprights.
Yeah. Right into your front yard.
And these are all sorts of confused analogies now. They make no sense.
Another
you
person I
can
really
take us-
like is
go ahead.
Nina Compton. Nina Compton is a good one too.
Oh, yes.
That's a good pull.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
would
is a
pick
good
her.
pull.
for
This
sure.
restaurant is getting better, but also like.
How do you feel about
scarier.
Kristen? How do you feel about Kristen taking over Padma's spot? You gonna miss Padma?
Of course, I'm gonna miss Padma. She's awesome and she's so pretty, and she always has great outfits. And I love when people are like, "I have a crush on Padma." I'm like, "That's so fun." So I like that.
We had to
But-
stop saying that.
Yeah, they wouldn't let us say it
Huh?
Yeah,
anymore.
we got a letter that said, "Please stop saying that" at the top of your show.
Mhm.
You said you had to stop saying that you had a crush on Padma.
Yeah. Gail sent us a letter saying, "Stop saying it. Say it about me every now and then." So we had to start doing
Oh,
that.
So that's the
Yeah.
reason why we say that on the podcast and not that Padma one.
got it. Yeah. No, I think she'll do a good job. She's already been doing some presenting stuff, so I think that's fun.
Yeah, she already had a show.
That
Didn't
go
do very well,
Yeah.
but
Mhm. But she did it.
she did it,
Did it.
and that's what matters.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see some snappy suits from her.
Ooh,
Oh,
love a good
yes.
snappy suit with snaps
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, clickety clack, just as you want. It's Friday, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
yeah.
is.
Reeves, you want to take us through the episode, buddy?
Let's
Yeah.
get into it, baby. So we open on the Top Chef house, of course. Angelo says, I got to change my strategy. My strategy from this point has been to try and help people. From this point on, I am going to pretend that I'm helping people, but I'm actually going to be trying to destroy them from the inside and get them kicked off the show. He didn't say all that, but that was kind of the subtext of it.
That's the subtext.
Andrea has been on the top a lot recently. She's riding high. She's feeling so good. She's like, this is the best. I am the queen here. And then we roll into the Top Chef kitchen.
We
and
hit it
who's the
hard.
guest judge?
Do.
Don't. Knock open the doors. And who's sitting there? Michelle Bernstein Bear.
She's
Freaking
there.
the enemy of Andrea. She
She's-
is not excited. about it.
Andrea fucking hates her. Andrea says, she says that if you eat at a restaurant, you won't tell a difference. Yet it's basically like she's the famous one,
Mhm.
and I'm over here competing, and our restaurants are the same, and I feel like a fool.
Yeah.
That's
She's
like when
"I'm-"
I like audition for like an improv team, and the person judging me is like someone that I know that I'm better than, and which is most people, and they're there's someone that I could like be their dad. And I'm like, I could be your improv dad,
Mm.
And I
Brian,
I do
we
it.
should be on Herald Night. I can't believe we got overlooked again.
We're not playing the politics, Bumblebee. You have to show up and volunteer your time. I know, but I'm almost 40 years old. I don't have time for it. Doesn't matter. And those are the Transformers, Bethany. You as a lifetime listener would know we often do that. The Transformers do improv. It's one of our
Yeah, no, I
callbacks.
loved it. I loved seeing it this way. This time.
Most people do.
Mm-hmm.
One of our favorite things that people do.
Mm-hmm.
We do for people.
So the quick
I
fire.
don't ever do it, just so you know.
Yeah. Jamal sits
Sits
that one out,
Yeah.
which is like a really smart move when you think about it.
Yeah. It might have been funny the first few times, and now I feel like we're just like just trying. We're trying.
I just
really
I
struggling.
can't stop. Anytime improv comes up, it's like a weird defense mechanism, so I don't have to talk about it. So the quick fire.
Jamal, why don't you join in?
Because I'm not a fan of the Autobots. I'm a Decepticon. And
Yeah.
so when I hear them talk about Bumblebee and it's Optimus Prime, and I'm like, well, I actually like Starscream.
I love Starscream. Big Starscream guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Love it.
I'm actually with Megatron. Like Cybertron should be destroyed. So
Yeah. Someone destroy that big box,
yeah.
right? That improv
holocron.
box. Let's all get together and lift the. Pretend that there's a box. What's the box called?
The Allspark.
Allspark.
Yeah.
Pretend the Allspark is here. Work together to lift it up.
It's like Bethany, you're kind of getting a double dose of why I don't join it.
Well, just wait because there's monkey talk too later, and Jamal's really
Wait,
gonna shut down.
wait. We can't, Brian. We can't
Sorry.
talk about it yet.
Oh boy.
We can't. We promise we cannot talk about that yet.
All right, we won't. Okay.
So the quickfire challenge: the chefs have to attempt to create a dish using strange and exotic proteins, outlandish proteins that include yak, crocodile, wild boar, rattlesnake, llama, duck tongue, emu eggs, froggy legs. Wait, duck tongue. I already did that one.
There's some
The
other
duck
thing.
kidneys, which
Yeah,
are
white duck kidneys.
Testicles.
those are testicles, baby.
What a freaking goop that is. Everyone was like, Pat was like, you know what, those are right. And Angela's like, yeah, they're livers. She was like, no, idiot. That's just balls, dog. And he was like, oh no. No, gross. Oh,
And everyone laughed like they already knew too, but no one else knew but Padma.
yeah. And it's because she was told that by the producers.
Now
That's
was
right.
foie gras there?
So
It was.
Here's a fun part. So they draw knives to see the order in which they can pick ingredients. Alex gets first, and he says, "I'm going to take the foie gras."
Which
Which
is
I'm
the
like,
least.
That's not an outlandish ingredient.
Yeah.
That's a landish ingredient.
That's very outlandish.
I mean, how it's made is pretty outlandish, but
Yeah.
as
I
an
mean, like,
Yeah.
ingredient goes.
as an outsider, if I didn't do food and you told me that's what that was, I would say, well, that's as gross as yak or yama.
Yeah.
I would be as confused if you told me you could have yak, yama, duck balls, or
Ostrich.
a fattened liver of a goose made into a big cream. I would say, well, that's as gross as the yama and the yak.
Mhm.
Have you ever had a liver though? Any liver?
Just the one
It's
I
pretty
got.
good.
Just
Hell
the
yeah,
one.
it's delicious.
The one I got on me. I've never had it. I don't eat inner parts.
You should.
I
Oregon
like the
gets
outside.
good for you.
Yeah. I had a chicken liver once, and it was probably one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life.
I might have had a chicken liver mousse once, and I
Oh,
feel
it's
like
so
it.
good.
I feel like it's too strong of a flavor. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's like it's almost like, I mean, the ones I had were like fried, so it was like fried on the outside and like creamy on the inside. It was really good. It felt weird eating a liver, but it was really good.
Yeah, that's. I would say that too if I ate liver. Oh, that feels so weird doing. I've never this before. People are gonna know I eat body parts.
Yeah.
Well, really, I was like, "Are you going to finish that?" Like, I was like, "Give me more." It's so good.
They were frying.
I still
it
think
again
about it. That was like 10
cutting
years
it
ago.
off in front of you.
Wow, That meal sticks with you.
Yeah,
We
I'm
see
a vegetarian
Amanda.
now, so
So we saw Amanda sawing the amu egg with an
She's
actual
given a
saw.
hammer. She's given a hammer. Is she also
Yeah.
given a saw, or does she
Yeah.
ask for that?
I think she asked for a whole toolbox.
Uh-huh.
She opened it up. And she was like, "I'm going to start with the saw. If that doesn't work, I'm hammering this bad boy."
Logically, that doesn't make sense to open an egg with a saw because if it cracks all the way down, you're done. Like, just take the hammer, set it up, and crack open the top. And you can like slop it out.
Ugh.
Mhm.
Slop it
Yum.
out, indeed. It looked so fucking gross.
So sloppy.
It was so big,
Mm.
and that's just I couldn't do it. Even if it's like here's an omelet, I'd be like I can't. I saw that it came out looking like it is big. That's like that's a being. That's gross.
That egg did look like. Have you guys ever seen chicken in a can before? It kind of looked like
yeah.
chicken in a can to me.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I'll Google it. Enjoy that.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to.
Look it up.
How big are emu sperm? Let's
They
be
gotta
real.
Probably not
huge,
that
right?
big.
Is it
Oh,
as big
no?
as like the Drake concert sperm that flew around? Y'all see that sperm of the Drake concert?
I did not.
How come
know
no one
much
knows?
about it.
Y'all don't get my references. In one of his songs, he got like a big like CGI sperm.
In one of his songs, he references a CGI sperm.
It's like he does these big concerts, and it's like just it's like in the air, like floating around during his song.
But it is a sperm. It's not like a tadpole or something like that.
Yes, it is a
Okay.
sperm,
Yeah.
and that's what I imagine had to.
He said that
impregnate
it
the
was?
emu egg.
He had to
said it was?
explain.
No,
because a bunch of people were like, "That's like a really young frog," and he was like, "No, you idiots! Are you listening
Yeah,
to my
I feel like
song?"
you'd have to clarify.
But then everyone was like, "Why is it sperm?" And he was like, "What?"
What do
You're
you
at a
even
Drake
mean?
concert. What do you mean? Why?
Okay, you convinced me it's not a tadpole, but why this? He's like, "What do you mean? It's sexy."
It's a fucking sperm. I don't need to explain it. That shit should be everywhere.
And that's what happened to
In
the
my
emu
concert.
egg. That's how it makes baby emu.
Mhm.
So then Padma kicks open the door.
Is there a
She
reason why
says-
you guys keep saying emu instead of emu?
Who? What?
Yeah,
What?
I didn't know if we were supposed to acknowledge it or not.
Next,
I don't-
next,
letting it happen.
next you'll
Emu
tell me
egg.
that we're saying Yama wrong too.
Well, buckle up.
Oh god. Speaking of buckle up, Padma kicks open the door. She walks in. She says, "Everyone, stop what you're doing right now."
God,
Look
she
at me.
Looked great. She looked great. She was so pretty doing this.
Okay. Well,
Gail looked nice
Wh-
too.
girl look nice.
Gail
Padma
wasn't
said-
there.
Well, I can imagine.
Okay. Next thing you're gonna tell me I'm saying amu wrong. So
Well,
Padma says, "Look to your left, look to your right."
One
Someone's-
person next to you will be dead in 24 hours.
You gotta shift your ingredient to the person next to you. I think it's to the left of you is what they're
The
doing.
left.
So everyone shifts. Steven goes from crocodile to frog. He makes a very hilarious joke about how it's not a big leap. I laughed so hard I fell out of my chair and broke my arm.
That's what that cast is for.
so you're actually
Uh-huh.
you're recording from the hospital?
That's right.
Yeah,
Waiting
the guest is
Yeah.
the doctor too. She's
Mhm.
gonna. She'll be on it in a little bit.
So, so Batman goes around with Bernstein Bear to try the food. There's a point where I'm trying to remember who shifts over and gets the duck testicles, but I think it might be Kelly gets
Is it-
it.
I think it was Angelo. Or no, Angelo had them first.
had
I think
them
it was
initially.
Was it Kevin?
I think it
Oh,
was
you're right.
Kevin.
It is Kevin because it's this weird
Yeah.
shot where you see Padma eating it, and it like kind of zooms in the background. You see Steven just going wild,
Everyone's
watching Padma
giggling
eat.
so hard.
Yeah, like I can't believe
Oh,
she's
she's eating
actually
them.
gonna do it.
She's eating them, dude.
Testicles.
That's the duck's balls, dude. Kevin says he's gonna cook them like sweet brains.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he does. Wonder what Angelo was gonna do. I don't think he tells us.
Has
I
anyone
don't
here
know what you
tried
do with
any of these
sweetbreads.
foods?
Not eat them.
I've never had a duck testicle before.
What about a Rocky Mountain
but I'm
oyster?
looking.
Just putting it out there, folks.
You're in the
Hey,
market.
any restaurants out
I-
there want to serve me? I'll go.
Yeah,
Let's eat some duck testicles. I mean, it sounds like it's good.
yeah. I pull up Postmates, I type it in, and there's just nothing there. So
Mhm.
This town needs to get some new restaurants.
Yeah, can't
There's
even
duck-
get any good yama here.
Duck. There's,
I didn't realize that people ate llama.
Yeah, I thought that was illegal.
I'm sorry, llama.
I thought you just made stuff out of them, socks and stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they're cute.
My Yama socks that are like 6 feet tall.
They got freaking duck tongue too. Tamisha makes duck tongue soup,
I'm not
Which-
kissing a duck again.
which those perverts liked a lot.
Yeah, they loved it. They also loved Kelly's omelet, which when you see it, does not look like an omelet.
No,
it
it
looks
doesn't.
like a blob of yellowish white stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they like that shit.
But they loved it. So on the bottom, we have Steven. His legs were insipid. His frog's legs.
Also, the editing here is so bad. She's like, the legs were. She's like, finish the word.
She just
Also-
wanted to use a unusual word.
Yeah, I think she took a second. I think they paused and she looked it up in a book. And she was like,
Yeah.
here we go. And she was like, those frog legs were intrepid, like the big boat. I think that's wrong.
I meant insipid. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. My hair is short now. It'll be longer in later seasons.
Alex is also on the
Whoa,
bottom.
that's a roast.
And Andrea, surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
The rivalry continues because her boar was not good.
She said she
Um,
liked the taste, but that she didn't cook it
It was
long
chewy.
enough or something. Yeah.
Said it was
Too
chewy.
chewy. And
It
on
was
top,
like, if it is chewy, then give it to the dog and buy the subscription.
Yeah. .com. Trynom.com.
nom 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 nom. Are we gonna play that ad this episode?
I keep getting complaints that it's long.
From
Well, you know what
the
that
company?
means? Roll it.
Do it twice.
On the top, we have Kelly with her creamy egg balanced omelet. We have Tamisha with the tongue. It was smart. It was light. And we have Amanda who did a beautiful job with the yama. And then Kelly wins. She
Mhm.
now has immunity. She's so strong. She cannot be
True
touched.
immunity, too. She doesn't even have to take part in the elimination.
Yeah, that's the best kind of immunity.
Mm-hmm. So our elimination challenge. The chefs are divided into two groups to prepare individual dishes that are best served cold. So they have to draw for the knife block again. And then they so this is another fun thing. So after they draw, they separate within their teams. They're like, you got to go and you've got to plan out strategically how you're going to approach this challenge. Because, a whole nother part to it is they're going to join the judges, eat the opposing
Yeah.
team's food, and provide feedback, and also select someone who's on the top or the bottom. So that's the kind of twist with it. But they elect to send them on the USS Sequoia
Mhm.
on the Potomac just so they can plan what they're going to make.
Yeah.
That's it. They don't cook there.
Nope.
They're just on the boat planning out.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Mhm. Going
They
into
say
quarters,
water-
writing
water
down.
and movement apparently is good for creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Some of my best ideas are in the shower when I'm drowning.
I tell you what, really made me want to.
Why are you drowning in the shower?
Oh wow, Jamal, do you want to tell
Oh.
the story?
Yeah, okay. Well, now I guess we have to get
Uh-oh.
into it.
Sorry.
I've got a drain plug I keep forgetting to take out before I start my shower. And then I
Mhm.
get into deep thought. And then by the time I realize it,
He's
the
drowning.
shower's filled up and I can't swim all the way down
Mm-mm.
because then I got to go down 12 feet. It's a 12-feet shower.
12-foot
It's an
shower.
Olympic-sized shower. And so I can't swim all the way down, get the plug, and come back up because by the time I get back up, I'm going to run out of air. So
Mhm. He has to go up.
I always got to set a timer that says, stop thinking.
That was a brilliant story.
You put some birds underneath that, Brian?
It's not long enough.
Okay.
I should add birds to the clip so I can just press it if I need to in the thing live. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah. 1 Connecticut. 2 Connecticut.
Connecticut. Yeah, that's 4. Way to go.
Yeah.
So Angelo is actioning his new strategy of giving everyone advice to try and sabotage them. And Kevin and Kenny don't like it. They're hanging out in someone's bedroom talking about how much they don't like it and how much
Cold
they
War
think
stuff.
Exactly what you would do in the Cold War. Hang
Mhm.
out in the bedroom and talk shit about someone.
Look out the window and be like, I don't like what's going on out there. Me either, comrade. They're exchanging
the blinds. You
recipes
don't
on
know
the
the
top
blinds.
deck.
Under the blinds. If they have missile, we must also have missile.
We must also have missile.
You guys see fucking Barbenheimer yet? Both of them?
Yeah, I saw it, or as I'm calling it, the prequel to the Godzilla movies.
Oppenarby?
I enjoyed it. Like now, I can watch all 4 movies. If you watch Oppenheimer, then watch the Godzilla movies, it's basically like you're missing nothing.
It's the same universe.
It's the same universe.
Angelo called salmon sexy again.
He did. He's
Mhm.
again sexualizing food without asking first if he's allowed to do that. It is disgusting. He can't help himself. It's some kind of tick he has. And then we get Tamisha, who expresses her feelings on Amanda and how
Hold
Amanda
on,
cooks.
before we play that clip, can we talk about how they went to the Whole Foods by where I live? And I
Oh,
was
is
like,
that
I know,
the
I
one-
know that Whole Foods.
Oh, yeah?
Silver Spring. Yeah, I was like, I know this Whole Foods. Well, I know.
Really?
This looks familiar. And then they did a shot outside and said, "That's my Whole Foods, you bastards." You went.
Wait,
full-
which one?
They were at the Silver
where do you
Spring,
live?
Maryland Whole Foods. That's not where I live, but that's where they were at.
Oh wow.
That's not
Amanda
where
and
I live,
I
but that's where they're
have
at.
personality differences.
If you have no pee in front of them, they're gonna slam you for.
I will not have no pee.
It's not gonna look that great.
So I just stay away because I can probably strangle her in a heartbeat.
So
Woof.
we just
in a
lose Jamal?
heartbeat,
Let me see.
Jamal disappeared because he was worried about being strangled by Tamisha. I think the most worrying part about that was not that she said, I could strangle her or I want to strangle her. It was in a heartbeat.
How fast she could do it.
I could do it so fast.
Yeah.
And it would mean nothing to me if I strangled her ass. And it's exactly
That's
what
pretty
Angela
ice cold.
wants.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She dies. She dies.
Mhm. She
More Cold War
dies. She
stuff.
dies.
More Cold War stuff.
Yeah. But that's also Rocky stuff.
Yeah, it was Cold War.
Dies.
Did the
He
Russian
dies.
stuff.
Freaking he ends the Cold War
Yeah.
with his boxing.
Yeah.
And working out in the snow,
USSR.
lifting wood, while the Russians like getting like biometrics and shit done.
Yeah.
But it's the hard work that Americans do that really like wins the thing when it
Mhm.
comes down to it.
Mm-hmm.
Your fancy Russian ingenuity can't beat good old American
Grit.
go getiveness.
We start working together more.
If you
Cooking
can change.
I can change. We start cooking together. So we're gonna get into this later, but like, what is the deal with Kenny in making 50 million things in every single dish that he prepares? There always has to be like he's obsessed with doing too many techniques in one, but it always is like not within one contained dish. He does like 5 different things in one.
I think he just is afraid of doing something simple and executing it well. So he's like, I'll throw them off with like all this fancy stuff that I'm doing. And then like if it doesn't go well, he's like, well, I had to do this and this and this.
Yeah.
You don't understand. I was under such a time crunch that everyone else wasn't under.
Yeah, it's just one of those like things. It's one of those like damn if you do, damn if you don't sort of situations. Either you do a bunch of stuff and it works, or you don't, and they go, "What'd you spend 2.5 hours doing?
Yeah.
You just poached an egg." It's like tough to find that Top Chef happy medium.
Yeah.
I feel like some people just have that problem. Like there's always like one person on every season who's like, "Oh, how many ingredients did you use? 20." Like Richard Blaze was one.
Mhm.
That one guy who made kosher tacos. What was his name? He also did it.
That is a deep pull. I have no idea.
I forget what his name is. It's like, oh God, I can't. I'll think of it. But I think he just can't help it. I think he's like, oh, I can do all these amazing things, and then it doesn't work out.
I think he's overdoing. I think he's like doing too much. He thinks he has to do too much. I think he's worried. He's like, I have to do a lot.
Or maybe he just thinks he has so many great ideas and he can't filter himself.
Yeah, you have
You
to
should
kill your
save
darlings.
some of them. Yeah, you got to save some of them for the next episode.
So
If you get there.
Yeah,
yeah, if you freaking make it alive, if you haven't been strangled to death already.
in its heartbeat.
In a heartbeat, yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
that, I would strangle you. Okay. I wouldn't even think about it. It wouldn't mean nothing to me.
I feel like you're more upset that she wasn't like realistic in her timeline of strangling someone.
That's the part that's
You're
fucking
like,
wild
it
to
takes
me.
5 minutes.
If I
I could
had the strength, if what she said was, if I had the strength and this was the right moment, I would strangle Amanda. I'd be like, I get it. But the fact that she says in a heartbeat, I'm like, what kind of psycho are you?
Maybe
That at
she's a
any
soup.
point during the day,
That's,
you could just strangle
that's
someone.
not feasible.
Yeah, maybe she's a soup though. Maybe she's
She
got
could be a
superpowers.
soup.
Yeah, we don't know.
They live among us. I saw the boys.
Yeah,
They're just like us.
that's the real aliens that people are talking about. The actual superheroes.
Wow. It's actually Superman.
Yeah.
But the S doesn't stand for super. What a fucking dumb reveal.
I haven't seen it. I think aliens might have written the hijack show though, because it makes no sense. Or maybe AI. So they go to the serving, and surprise, Angelo and everyone of the chefs that are reviewing, the chefs that have brought them their food, are shitting on everything, especially
everything.
Kenny's stuff.
Kenny.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
hate
he's
his
getting
shit.
Just dragged.
Do you think that the judges, because at the table they do say like, we agreed with this stuff. Do you think that they actually like, I would have loved to hear their real reactions in the moment of like, because occasionally they try to be like, like they kind of like yes or, kind of like nod along, but I'd love to hear them be like, oh, I didn't think that. Like, are you being, like, are you just being hard because it's your competitor, or, is how you really feel? Is it
There's
true?
a certain point where at the end of this first one, because like they're really shitty in this first one to everyone, and like Tom, because I think they struck their shit on Kevin's dish, which does very well in this challenge, and they're like, there's no acid, there's just no acid, and Tom's like, am I going crazy here? There's a freaking tomato right here. And he like put it on his fork and he was shaking in front of everyone. It's like, this is acid. It's so acidy. You guys lost your
Yeah,
mind.
I love when Tom gets disappointed and he just like shakes his head. He's like, oh, no. I love it. I love it.
These fucking kids.
Yeah, he was like, there's lemon slices like right here.
Mhm.
And I was like, tell me what you're thinking, Tom. Tell me what you're thinking right now.
He was told he can't. He was told he got yelled at for that because they were like, hey, let the contestants do it. I mean, Tom told me he was like, he had so many notes he wanted to give, but he was told to like let back and let them do it. And then he kept being like, I was
That's
gonna say
hard for him.
that. I was gonna say that. That's what I was gonna say. She stole my answer. I was gonna say that. So it was a real tough day for him.
Mhm.
Real tough day.
That's
for
a
him.
really good Tom Colicchio impression.
Well, he
Thank
met
you.
Tom.
Yeah. You didn't know we're good friends with him. He makes us do the show. He's our boss.
He went to Kraft
Aw.
in New York.
Yeah, I
That's cool.
went to Velada. He big timed me.
There's-
Didn't act like he
There's
didn't
a
know
picture
me.
with Tom.
A picture with
Mhm.
Tom. We're best friends.
That's sick.
Yeah, we missed that hour, Reeves, from hour 3.
Okay,
I
I'll
missed
speed
it.
through this. So at the top, they select Kevin because Tom shamed them, and then at the bottom, they have Kenny because they're trying to submarine him, as Steven says, despite the fact that Amanda served a dish to Andrea that had cartilage in it.
Yeah.
So
Yum.
how bad must have Kenny been? So then we flip over to the other chefs. We see Angelo. He's getting nervous. He's putting too many condiments on his salmon, and that's messing everyone up. It's too overspiced and overseasoned. I think a fun part is Angela tells his server, "Hey, this food, it's like a baby.
It's like a baby.
Gotta be careful with it.
It's like a
Okay?
baby.
Carry it like
Careful,
a baby,
careful,
like you love it.
careful. It's like a baby.
This is my baby.
It's like
This
a
is
baby
my
that you
art.
eat. You take this baby over there and you devour this baby. You know how you eat a baby? You do that with this.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, this salmon's very sexy. Don't you agree?
It
Amanda
just
says
makes
to
me
me,
so
she's-
uncomfortable.
it is really disturbing, right? And he can't stop. Every single episode, he sexualizes food.
I'm Italian. I can't help it.
I can't help it. I'm Italian. Amanda says Tamisha's scallops are too spicy. Everyone agrees. It's like she didn't cook it all the way through. They also say it's like too sugary. All these things that Angelo suggested.
Yeah, it said that she put long pepper in it, and I was thinking when they talked about that, I was thinking of long hots, like the Italian, like green, like long hots, which are spicy. But then I googled it to see if it was that, and it's not. It's something else. It's called long pepper. It's not that, and it's very spicy. And it does
I'm just
have
surprised that he
have a
would.
numbing thing to it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was just like, I'm surprised that he would like sabotage her because wasn't he like crazy attracted to her?
Maybe she
Like
rejected
it was
him, and he
so
was like,
weird.
yeah, maybe she rejected him, and he was like, I'll show you who can turn me. No one turns me down. I'm Angelo.
I don't know.
You're sabotaging.
At the beginning of the episode, he was still like talking to her like real close.
Yeah,
Well, he has
too
secrets.
close.
He tells her secrets. Like,
Too
I don't
close.
like Kevin. Or I don't like Kenny.
And I
don't
also
like
don't
Kenny.
like Kevin. I don't like Kevin or Kenny.
I don't like.
Just
I
so you
only
know,
like you.
I trust you.
It's not. Yeah, it's not that I don't like Kenny because he's black. Because I'm talking to you, so it's not that.
You
Like, I
gotta
like
add
you.
more spice to this dish.
She's like, why did you feel like you had to say that to me?
I just want to be like honest with you, open and honest, straightforward with you. I like.
Can
Kenny
you
as a
be like
person.
2 feet away from me, please?
Where are you
Well,
going?
then
Come back.
Then
Please.
you're gonna have to talk louder, and they have to hear. Like, I don't want Kenny to hear this conversation.
It's just your breath is like really hot. It's like too much.
Hot breath.
Yeah.
So
I feel like he like breathes on people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiffany is on the top for the second round. They like her shit. And then, of course, Tamisha is on the bottom. We fast forward to judges' table. And we see Tiffany and Kevin. Well, actually, before that, Angelo tells Kenny to his face in the stew room. He's like, yeah, yours was on the bottom. It was really...
Everyone agreed unanimously. We hated your shit.
Everyone said it wasn't just me, Kenny, I swear. Everyone else said it was really bad.
They all
And the
hated your
judges
shit.
agreed, and they all
I love
threw
how
it
he
up.
walked up to him and he was like, "Kenny, baby, I don't know what to tell you. Your dish
Bubby,
was the worst
Kenny.
one, Bubby.
Oh, I'm
Your
sorry,
Bubby
baby.
dish
We
was
all
the
hated
worst
it.
one."
Can you
Also-
not stand so close to me, please?
Your breath is like really hot. I love when they were
Kenny,
telling.
I just want
You're
you
the
to
only
know
one
it's
I can
not
trust,
because you're
Kenny.
black. I just want you to know that.
They
Can I
told
tell you
Amanda that her
something,
food was.
I don't like Kenny.
What? Oh shit! Sorry, I thought I was talking
Oh,
to.
sorry,
someone else.
Tamisha. I mean, Kenny. Sorry.
No, it's fine because I like
What?
Tamisha. It's fine. They told Amanda that her food was full of fucking cartilage. She was like, "Damn, I fucked up."
She was like, was it?
She said she couldn't get past that cartilage. She's like, "Damn,
Oopsie daisy.
I'm fucked."
She still wasn't on the bottom.
Yeah, she's a goober. She's just a total goober. She's just
yeah,
like,
she's weird.
Everyone doesn't like her. Everyone thinks like she's here by accident. She should be gone.
Mm-hmm.
She's
So
I don't know.
let's hear who the winner is. Michelle reveals it.
Chef that made the dish that was just delectable is Kevin.
Yes. Getting the win is huge. You know, it's a monkey off my back.
okay. We're at
delectable.
we're at 1 hour and 8 minutes. So let's
Jamal's
make this.
already
we're
like
gonna make this-
reorganizing his room.
We're gonna make this quick. So Hung's monkey's back, and now it's on Kevin's back.
Now it's on Kevin's back, and he did manage to get it off. And
Yes.
as we know, the monkey is something that goes on the back of chefs who are very good chefs.
Yes.
And in a way, they motivate them, the monkey. And I
Well,
think this
motivating
the
is
same-
one word for it.
Yeah.
It also means that they are afraid if they do bad, the monkey will hurt them. Bethany,
Yeah.
do you recall a chef Hung from like season 2, I think?
Hmm. Yeah, the fastest chef.
So he references
Fantastic.
having a monkey, and
Mhm.
so he has a monkey, and we learned in that season that the monkey is abusive to Chef Hung, and he's afraid of
Mhm.
him, and he needs to do good. He doesn't come home, the monkey beats him up. It appears as if Hung's monkey's back, and it's been on Kevin's back, and it's scaring Kevin. Kevin finally got him off by winning.
Mhm. It was one of those things.
So he's
where
just living in
Kevin-
the stew room.
That's right.
Oof. Yeah, that's when no one wants to go there. He makes it his area. The thing with the monkey is he like puts post-it notes with his name on it and everything, and he's like, "This is mine." And if you
Mhm.
touch it, he gets really upset. Like
It's a drag.
punches you in the face, upset. Like really,
They've
really
been
angry.
excited for this all episode.
Oh,
The payoff's pretty good, right?
oh, but he doesn't strangle them in a heartbeat.
No, he's
So
realistic.
That's good.
Yeah. So let's hear Michelle tell Kenny what she thought of his dish.
This was beautiful. Does this have like Kenny's first thing that Kenny says in it first? Okay.
A little
okay.
bit of it.
Tamisha, please pack your knives and go.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Wrong clip, wrong clip,
Oh
wrong
no!
clip, wrong clip.
Okay, and so he said play the clip about Kenny. And you
Okay, I
played
pressed the
Tamisha.
wrong one because I just didn't read the number. I thought we were at the last clip. We weren't. Okay, here we go. This one's real.
Because I'm consistently in the top.
Can I say something as a person that really just got here? I really didn't enjoy the flavors of the dish. If I could sit here and actually talk about each piece that was on the dish, it would take me through till the end of the show.
Fucking
Oh,
so
snap.
mean.
Bernstein Bear
Look
fucking
at me, so
burned his
mean.
fucking ass to the ground.
She
He
says
looked
there's
like
no-
such a sad puppy when she said that. He looked
Yeah.
devastated.
Kenny
dressed
went to the
fully-
back
yeah.
and walked over to Andre and said, "Can I talk to you? I don't like Michelle."
I don't like Michelle. Don't tell anyone.
She's like, oh my God, thank God.
I don't like Michelle.
I don't like Michelle.
Fully
I
dressed him
love when
down.
people have beef. I love when people have beef with the judges. It's like my favorite
That
thing.
shit's real because usually it's like I used to work for him. Yeah, it's okay. He's not gonna judge me right. Andrea's like, I hate her.
We're the same person, but like she's probably a millionaire and I'm not.
Yeah, our food's the same. I'm just as good as her. She's successful and I'm struggling. I'm
It's
on the show.
basically the same food, but for whatever reason, she's very, very successful. Everyone says
Well,
it's
she
better
said
than
it-
my food,
yeah.
but it's the same. Actually,
She said it's because she had a family. She's like, oh well, I took time off to have a family,
Mhm.
and I was like, oh, Yep.
So,
you're blaming your kids.
That's what I would do. It's your
I guess I
fault.
would too.
I was supposed to be on that spaceship, but I had to go to your
my God.
science fair. And Dad the astronaut had to come and show off all your science fair, huh? You know, bullshit, fake astronaut. Throwing whiskey bottles across the room. That should have been me.
Jackson, get in my office. You missed that important astronaut meeting because you were at your son's science fair. You're fired. You won't be on the trip.
What? Come on, don't do this to me. Turn in your gun and badge.
Okay, Tamisha eats it. She goes home.
Tamisha, please pack your knives and go.
No hesitation, no like pause, just like Tamisha go.
Thank
It's
you,
weird.
Tamisha.
She's kind of mean about it.
Effing going home for some bull. Nice knowing all of you guys. I don't think it's fair I'm going home tonight for a minor mistake.
Angelo did have a hand in Tamisha's dish, and he tasted everything. He knew the flavors, and you just have to watch people. You got to be responsible for your own stuff, and don't trust everybody. Everybody's not trustworthy people. Point blank.
Angelo is a mentor to me, but I wish I took a little bit more control over my dish.
I kind of wonder when they were recording this. They're like, let's get Tamisha in here to do her goodbye. And then like they had to take a break. And then one of the producers stepped out and said, Tamisha, can you come back in? And Tiffany walked in. And they're like,
There's a lot of Tiffany and Tamisha's going home.
And then they're like, all right, tell us about your goodbye. And Tiffany's like, well, I'm not leaving, but I can talk about it.
I think they wanted Tamisha to like talk shit on Angelo, and she wouldn't
Yeah.
do it. And they're like, will
Yeah.
anyone come in here and say that Angelo fucked
Yeah.
over? Tiffany's like, I'll do that shit.
He's like, I bid
Can we
for
go
it."
home if I say it? And they're like, yes. She's like, I'll do it.
Tiffany keeps it real.
Yeah,
Tiffany's awesome. She's probably the most fun.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's
one
gonna
of
get
the
her in trouble.
one of the few from the season that like comes back on the show and like shows up.
Yeah. And she's on like other shows too. She's crushing it.
Mm-hmm. So next week, big episode, Notorious P. Puree episode.
Ooh.
Yep.
Mhm.
We're gonna
Scandal.
Scandal.
Reeves,
Would you like
where
to
are
come
they
back
now?
next week?
What?
Would you like to be the guest next week? Or we can just do a two-parter?
Me?
No, the other guest.
Are
I'm
you
talking to
really-
the other guest. I'm talking to the other guest.
Okay. I was
No,
like,
he was asking me if I would like to come back on the podcast. But I would. I'd like
Every
to.
week we have to ask Reeves if he's going to come back.
Yep.
He's
And the
sticks
answer is
around.
yes.
No, but Bethany, if you want to be the first 2-part guest,
Oh, sure. I love that episode. The scandal.
all right.
Plus, the person who like is at the butt of it is like so cringy, so it's kind of fun.
All right, it's booked now live.
Booked it.
If it doesn't happen.
We booked another guest.
Where are they
I'm
now,
getting
Reeves?
a call. Just kidding.
Where are they now?
The president?
Okay. Tamisha Warren, another person who is very hard to find any information on. She was recently the head chef at Luxury Vias in Barbados. She seems to be very good friends with Kenny because she promotes a lot of his books and restaurants.
Okay.
That's about it. Yeah.
Just to get back at Angelo, she's good friends with Kenny now.
Mm-hmm. She's saying his book is really good.
Honestly, good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bury the hatchet, put it behind you. Shows growth. And good marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bethany, thank you so much for coming on this episode, and you'll be back next week. But do you have anything you want to plug?
You can find me on Instagram. I'm Bethany's All Right. And follow Bad Medicine DC on Instagram. That's my sketch group. And that's about it.
All right. Thank you so much for being a guest on the podcast. That was season 7, episode 6, Cold War. Until next time, we're going to pack our knives and go.
This is fun. This is great, guys. You guys got something here. This is fun.
Nice.